From the PEP Radio Newsroom, this is the morning news blast for Saturday, November 8th. The U.S. Supreme Court has issued emergency orders to block full SNAP food aid payments. The Supreme Court on Friday granted the Trump administration's emergency appeal to temporarily block a court order to fully fund SNAP food aid payments amid the government shutdown, even though residents in some states already have received the funds. A judge had given the Republican administration until Friday to make the payments through the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, but the administration asked an appeals court to suspend any court orders requiring it to spend more money than is available in a contingency fund and instead allow it to continue with planned partial SNAP payments for the month. After a Boston appeals court declined to immediately intervene, Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson issued an order late Friday pausing the requirement to distribute full SNAP payments until the appeals court rules on whether to issue a more lasting pause. Jackson handles emergency matters from Massachusetts. Her order will remain in place until 48 hours after the appeals court rules, giving the administration time to return to the Supreme Court if the appeals court refuses to step in. The food program serves about 1 in 8 Americans, mostly with lower incomes. Officials in more than half a dozen states confirmed that some SNAP recipients already were issued full November payments on Friday, but Jackson's order could prevent other states from initiating the payments. So which states issued SNAP payments? In Wisconsin, more than $104 million of monthly food benefits became available at midnight on electronic cards for about 337,000 households, a spokesperson for Democratic Governor Tony Evers said. The state was able to access the federal money so quickly by submitting a request to its electronic benefit card vendor to process the SNAP payments within hours of a Thursday court order to provide full benefits. Oregon Governor Tina Kotek, a Democrat, said state employees worked through the night to issue full November benefits to make sure every Oregon family relying on SNAP could buy groceries by Friday. Hawaii had the information for November's monthly payments ready to go so it could submit it quickly for processing after Thursday's court order and before a higher court order could potentially pause it. Joseph Campos II, Deputy Director of Hawaii's Department of Human Services, told the Associated Press. "We moved with haste once we verified everything," Campos said. Trump's administration told the Supreme Court that the fast-acting states were trying to seize what they could of the agency's finite set of remaining funds before any appeal could even be filed, and to the detriment of other states' allotments. Once those billions are out the door, there's no ready mechanism for the government to recover those funds, Solicitor General D. John Sauer wrote in the court filing. Officials in California, Kansas, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Washington state also said they moved quickly to issue full SNAP benefits Friday, while other states said they expected full benefits to arrive over the weekend or early next week. Still others said they were waiting for further federal guidance. Does anybody get that the federal government is completely screwed up? I'll get to that in a minute. Many SNAP recipients now face uncertainty, the court wrangling prolonged weeks of uncertainty for Americans with lower incomes. An individual can receive a monthly maximum food benefit of nearly $300 and a family of 4 up to nearly $1,000, although many receive less than that under a formula that takes into consideration their income. For some SNAP participants, it remained unclear when they would receive their benefits. So here's a moment of commentary. Undoubtedly, the justices of the U.S. Supreme Court will gouge their meals. They will just devour their meals this week. They will consume. We know Justice Uncle Ruckus could down a bowl of gumbo in a second if given the opportunity. Congress will continue to stuff their faces through the rest of the year without worry. And no need to worry about Donald Trump and J.D. Vance. I have every reason to believe that D.C. area McDonald's are still open. However, 42 million Americans will soon be without food in their refrigerators and their food cupboards. While you federal officials continue to feast, just remember what happened to Queen Marie Antoinette when she said that the peasants complain about being without food, and she said, let them eat cake. Her lifespan shrank swiftly soon after. To our MAGA listeners, is America great yet? Did we cross the threshold from everlasting shit to great yet. That's the news blast at this hour. Up next, we have the Meadville area weather forecast here on PEP Radio, assuming they didn't shut down the National Weather Service.